If you're looking for added protection for your DJI Action 2 camera, especially if you like the smaller profile by using the camera module alone, then this could be exactly what you need: the Tilta Single Camera Cage. Initially formed in 2010, Tilta seem to have come a long way by rapidly expanding their product line from accessory kits for DSLRs right up to industry-leading cinema cameras, and now expanding to the DJI Action 2. I generally like to use the camera module alone due to its sheer size and convenience, and if, like me, you're after some added protection, then this Tilta single camera cage looks mighty attractive. Packaged alongside a mounting accessory, which we'll come to in just a moment, we have the cage itself. Complete with a matte grey finish, we have an aluminum and steel construction here, which is incredibly tough but still very lightweight. In fact, with my initial hands-on, I was actually quite surprised by how light it was, as well as the very high build quality. It seems like it's constructed to perfection. Anyway, other than some Tilta branding, there's not much more to see, so we'll go ahead and get a camera module in place. To do that, we need to release the top plate, which is held very securely in place with a latch on either side. Unlike the DJI spring-loaded clamps though, here we have a two-way locking design, with a small metal slider that needs to be pulled in order to release the latch itself. And it works really well. Once locked into place, the latch will not open no matter how hard you tug at it. And notice the attention to detail here, even the slider is textured so that your finger is able to grip onto it quite easily too. Nevertheless, with both latches opened, the top plate can be removed from the main body, making way for the camera module to now slide straight in. An initial concern was raised with the lack of outer lip, but upon closer inspection we note raised areas on the sides which fall in place with the notches in the camera body, hence ensuring the camera doesn't slide forwards or backwards once all locked into position. So with the camera held in place, we can drop down the top plate, which only fits in one way thanks to notches in the frame helping to guide you with orientation, and the latches can then be locked into place in order to hold the entire structure nice and firm. And with the module in place, even without any lips on the front or rear, the camera stays in place really well. There's no wiggle room, and no sliding back and forward at all, and better still, we have completely unobstructed access to the rear display. Nevertheless, on the top we find an external shutter button, which works perfectly well, along with cutouts on either side, which not only help lower weight, but are designed to not interfere with any of the Wi-Fi capabilities of the camera. When it comes to mounting, we have M3 threads on the bottom for attaching a GoPro mount, for instance, which isn't included in the package, mind, so is a separate purchase, although we also have a standard 1/4" 20 thread on both the bottom and on one side of the cage too, providing the ability to rig your camera via mini tripod heads, other mounts, or even for attaching other accessories directly to the cage itself. What is included in the package though is a magnetic base plate sporting a standard 1/4" 20 bolt. This can be attached to the bottom of the cage using the handy keyring tool included in order to provide complete compatibility with the range of magnetic mounting accessories included with your camera. And yes, the magnetic strength is just as strong as DJI's own mounts, no issues there at all, although the base plate does take it a step further. Since it's removable, it does mean users are able to attach it to the side of the cage too, thus making attaching the module to vertical objects even easier. A nice added touch. There's one final feature too, pass-through charging for the camera module alone. Ordinarily, the camera module can only be charged by attaching to either the power or the display module, which then feeds through and charges the main camera. However, in this case, thanks to the pass-through pins on the inner base of the cage, we have a USB-C charging port on the rear which allows you to significantly increase the battery life of the camera by powering it with an external source. Although you will still be limited to the built-in storage capacity depending upon your shooting mode, it's still a great feature, and it's water resistant too, meaning powering the camera externally does not limit the conditions in which you can shoot in. I wouldn't dunk it underwater with an external charger attached of course, but the odd splash won't faze it. So all in all, this single camera cage by Tilta not only helps to provide a protective armour for the DJI Action 2 camera body, it also allows you more flexibility when mounting accessories or rigging the camera to various support systems, as well as that external power capability thrown in too. The fit and finish are superb, and that locking mechanism works equally as well. This isn't the cheapest Action 2 cage available. Not only is it the only one, with accessories for the camera now becoming widely available by various third-party manufacturers, but if you're looking for high quality, this is certainly one to strongly consider.